Okay, we are going to sew the legs of the sock monkey. This is his body. I've taken one sock and I've turned it inside out, and I have run a hand basting stitch. So I have hand stitched a straight line with long slashes, long spaces between each stitch, just to mark the space between each side. This sock has already been stitched, but I'm going to demonstrate with the video so you can see which direction I will be sewing when I go to put these legs together. Okay? So I hope you have all got this basting stitch down before you go to sew. The reason why I asked for a basting stitch instead of pins or instead of just a marked line, which I put on here so that it would help you better see it, is because if you just mark this line, it doesn't account for the other side of the sock. So the sock could shift on you from side to side and not be as straight. The basting stitch will lock the two sides of the sock together, okay? And if we used pins, it's such a challenging corner for you to run that it would be very easy for you to get a pin caught and then break your needle. As we're just remembering how to use the machine, some of us haven't used a sewing machine that much. So that being said, I'll have a basting stitch, okay, and I'm going to come to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew these two lines onto the machine, or onto the sock monkey. So the first thing I'll do is start at this corner. So I'm going to turn my sock up this direction and I'm going to place my sock into the machine, and I'm going to turn my needle so that it starts in here. I know that's where I want it. Now I can put my presser foot down. The first thing I'll do is lock my stitch. So I'm going to sew forwards, then I'm going to sew backwards, then I'm going to sew forwards again. After that I'm going to come up and around, follow an arc, and then I'll be able to sew all the ways down to a stopping point that's before what will be the back side of the monkey. So I'm going to lock it,